Fire in the hole. Danger. There's high voltage in here.
Hey!
I popped it. Oh, I bet. Nasty. Oh, hey there. Wondering what this contraption is. Back in the day when cars had HIDs, you know, now they have LEDs. A lot of acronyms to remember in this situation, but these were cool little lamps. So I have no idea on how to make this work, but we're going to sure try. So I'm looking at this unit here, and I can see there's a little tiny tube of light pixie dust in there that gets hot using a lot of electrons. Electrons flow through the glass casing of the unit. Electron here, this excitation's going, the meltations of the mercury lamp juice in the bottom of the lamp, it gets hot, turns in, the light pixies here brighter, and finally it's on. These lamps are supposed to start within like 5 seconds, so it kicks right on right away and then continues to get warm until it's full brightness. You know, the older brother of this, it took like 5 minutes to get bright. This thing, way faster than that. But we have no way of telling because I have no way of connecting this. Danger. High voltage in there. I bet. Yeah, they were usually found in this model right here in the European version of this car, but they never got them in America, so we ended up having to have somebody custom make these for like $2,000, but you know, one of them came in contact with the rear end of a deer and sadly left the chat. So definitely not going to have this other one like a bluish color and that thing a yellowish color, because that definitely gets you pulled over. So we ended up converting it back to American standards here. So that lamp was basically the little baby cousin of this guy right here. The metal halide, you know. Start banning these in the United States. That's alright, you can still buy these from China. So, it's a pulse arc. Danger. There's high voltage in here. Oh, I bet. So you're all wondering why I'm over here rambling on about this guy right here, because I want to see it light, and I don't have anything to light it with. It's a lot of magical electricity with the most advanced high-tech stuff that we have on premises. Right here. It's the closest thing that you can come to lighting this lamp here. You know, they need a ballast. That's right here. And then you need the igniter, which is this guy right here. Because all these wires, electrons, magic, hooly hoops, a lot of angry pixies flying around and all this, just turn on. Well, we're going to try to do that. This lamp was supposed to be rated at like 55, 65 watts. This ballast is like 370 watts max. So I don't know if it's going to give it all the juice, but I'm going to sure find out. And I'm definitely not doing that on my front porch. Wait, hold up. I got a safety announcement. When you're working with electricity, you want all of the protections. That's why I got my readers on. Not just because I can't read up close, but I don't want hot shrapnel flying in my eyes. You only get one pair, so you better take care of them. And we're going to go ahead and explain to you what I did, because the numbers on the camera weren't rolling and I wasn't recording anything. So I went ahead and wired this up the best I could. And I couldn't find a socket for this lamp, so I just, you know, I made something work. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in now. Uh-oh. Something popped. What popped? Oh, this pesky thing. How did it pop? Oh, yeah. You don't want any wires touching anything in here. Oh. I think we got the unit working because it's some angry pixies flowing around in there. As you can see, it's conducting more of them and more of them and more of them. I think the ballast works, so I'm going to go ahead and unplug that before it bursts into flames. Oh, it got a little warm, but not too bad. I want to go ahead and save on this lamp here. I'll just unscrew it. We don't ever touch these because they will blow up when you turn them on. Get all the greases from your fingers, you know. Fix on this. We need an insulated conductor for this experiment. Now you're going to go ahead and cut these pesky connectors off because you don't need them anymore. I never find anything to add to those. I like bare wires, you know. Bare. Oh, where do we go? Oh, right here. So what do we got here? I didn't know. Where else we got a double insulated wire? It must be the high voltage juice up super wire. Oh, that's great. This thing probably holds 3,500 kilovolts, 2,000 thousands of kilovolts. Who knows? But we're going to try to start it with 300 volts. Well, we probably don't have near enough current to start this lamp or the voltage, so we're going to sure try though. Don't ever, 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 ever try any of this at home. You know, definitely blow something up in your face or end up shocking yourself to death. Make sure she's rolling. Fire in the hole! It's been bad, or, you know, it probably needs about 35,000 volts, and I only got about 300 in there, so I think we're lacking a little bit in certain departments, if you know what I mean. So we're going to go ahead and hook it to line voltage just to see if we can get a little more juice going on in there, which I highly doubt because now we're losing the voltage and then the amps are probably not going to go anywhere. So we're going to be just stand still with nothing lighting up. So let's go ahead and try that now. Oh, excuse me, I gotta take that out. Fire in the hole! Oh, what did I do? Did I trip the breaker or something? It didn't even pop. Oh, I gotta check for voltage. Maybe that lamp is bad. I don't know. I remember seeing that I took it out of a working unit, so it couldn't have been like that. I can't seem to find my electrical tester. So I'm gonna go ahead and test on this to see if we got power. Oh yeah, plenty of power. No, not anymore. Yeah, that wasn't even good content. Huh. Didn't do anything. I have to try to figure out how to get this to work. Now I'm getting my mind all boggled over here. Maybe until next time. Stay tuned.
Many hours later.
Ooh, the outdoor lights came on. Oh, it's getting late. I found another weird contraption lampage unit here. So I'm going to wire this in parallel to that unit, just so the ballast will work as it was intended to work. Ground is hooked up. Safety device is installed and ready to go. I got this out way out in the middle of my driveway just in case stuff explodes. We don't want it, you know, burning anything down. Fire in the hole. Well, it looked like it lit that lamp absolutely perfect, so I'm going to take the other lamp out of the circuit and see what we can do with that. Fire in the hole! You really got to be kidding me. It actually lit the bulb perfectly. It wouldn't light the other one, though, that was designed to light at the same time, which means that there's magic that's not magicking or something. I don't know. I'm going to try to wire it in series. You know, there's parallel, then there's series. You know, not Siri. She's annoying sometimes, but in series. So, I'm going to try that way. Okay, how do I do that? Need to wire one half of that into this. And then the other side needs to go over here. Let's tighten that back down to here. I need another wire nut. I'll just steal it from this leg right here. Perfect. Got extra wire nuts if you need them. Maybe it's probably not going to start either lamp because, you know, magic of some sorts has to happen here, but let's try it anyways. Fire in the hole. Well, I'm going to go ahead and make sure we test on that lamp before we really do anything stupid. Fire in the hole.
One eternity later. A few minutes later.
Like, hold up. It's the next morning. We want to practice electrical safety. So, don't wear readers. Put real safety glasses on, okay? Always wear your PPE. Arc flash is no joke. It will hurt bad. So, let's get back to the video. Never, 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 ever do any of this at home. Like, ever. it's a science experiment. Okay, there was some people walking a kid on a leash. They were wondering why I have a burnt spot in my driveway with a bunch of electrical equipment. Because I popped it.